In southeast Iceland, Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon lies between Vatnajökull Glacier and the Black Volcanic Coast. This is a land of floating icebergs, cold Atlantic winds, long winter nights, and soft northern light. Local Icelandic architecture has always been shaped by survival and simplicity. Compact forms, steep roofs, strong insulation, dark timber, stone bases, and materials that blend into the raw landscape. Now we enter a collection of concept homes that have not yet been built. These designs are created to imagine what living near Jökulsárlón could feel like: quiet, sheltered, and in harmony with one of Iceland's most powerful natural landscapes. This 18 by 28 feet concept house takes the shape of a low, elongated shelter, almost like a small Icelandic barn resting against the edge of the glacier. Its steep timber roof folds over the structure like a protective shell, helping shed snow and rain while giving the house a clear, resilient silhouette. The rough stone walls make the building feel rooted in the volcanic ground, as if it has been shaped by the same forces as the landscape around it. Warm light from the windows creates a quiet contrast with the blue ice outside, turning the house into a small refuge within the vastness of Jökulsárlón. The interior uses a warm Nordic palette of dark timber, stone walls, wool textures, and soft lighting to balance the cold glacial view outside. Large windows frame the ice lagoon like living artwork, while the kitchen, bedrooms, and attic lounge stay simple, practical, and deeply sheltered. The result feels less like a luxury cabin and more like a quiet Icelandic refuge built for long winters. Composed of several connected gabled volumes, this concept house feels like a small Icelandic settlement compressed into one home. With a 28 by 54 feet layout, the design uses a taller stone block for strength and permanence, while the lower timber wings open toward the lagoon with warmer, more livable spaces. The dark roofs, rough stone walls, and long horizontal deck help the building sit quietly between the black volcanic ground and the drifting ice beyond. This final concept brings together the key ideas of Icelandic coastal living: a simple gabled form, dark timber, stone, and wide openings facing the Glacier Lagoon. The house feels like a quiet shelter placed between land and ice, with its deep roof and covered terrace giving protection from wind, while still allowing a strong connection to the landscape. Inside, warm wood, heavy stone, and soft textiles create a calm retreat that balances modern comfort with the raw character of Jökulsárlón.